right, so today again we are doing algebraic expressions, and for this we are substituting in values for the algebraic expression. So this means 9 times A minus 6 times B, and it tells you in the example on page 34 that A stands for what? Look in your books. What does A stand for in these examples?
It stands for
A equals 4, thank you, and B is
3.
3. Thank you. So this does not mean, by any stretch of the imagination, that this becomes 94 minus 63. No, that is not what that means. Okay? What does it mean? What operation is this? Multiplication. So it's 9 times 4 minus 6 times 3. And then we know we follow the order of operations. So we have to do any multiplication first. So that's 36 minus 18. So your answer is 18. All right? Letter E. In your examples on page 34, AB divided by 2. One more time, this does not mean it becomes 43 divided by 2. That is not what this is. What operation is that? Yes, multiplication. So it is 4 times 3 divided by 2. Remember, a fraction bar is a grouping symbol, which means we have to solve this first before we can divide by 2. Okay? So what is 4 times 3?
12.
And this means divide. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. So that is correct. All right? This one, I want you to pay particular attention to the 2a squared portion, because just this part right here, there's one just like it in your workbook today, bless you. There's one just like that in your workbook. Okay? So if you keep these notes out, it'll help you, obviously. So this means 2 times, and I want you to keep these separated, 4 to the second power plus 5. Exponents, I've told you before, they are very, very specific. So in the order of operations, there are no grouping symbols here, so we go on to exponents. The exponent only goes to the 4 squared. Do not multiply these two first. That's how picky exponents are. This is not 8 squared. It is only 4 squared. So it's 2 times 16 plus 5. And then what is 2 times 16? 32. And then you add your 5, and your answer is 37. Because you have a worksheet today, and then on page 36, you have numbers 11 through 21, and this is very similar to numbers 17 and 18, this portion right here. You only square, you only apply the exponent to what it's directly attached to. Okay, so we're going to get our worksheet now, and we'll do some of those examples. So this is just like yesterday's, except instead of them giving you 2 specific numbers, one is an unknown, which we talked about means a variable. If they don't specify which variable, you can pick a variable to use yourself. Do you remember that notes sheet you got yesterday, the words into math?
Yes.
You may want to have that out because it would be helpful if you forgot what quotient means or decreased by. I mean, those are pretty easy, I think. Right here. You have it. This sheet, these are again notes for your reference. The important ones today that I want us to look at again are than and from. Remember, those are the turnaround words. If you see than or from, that means you have to switch the order of the subtraction or addition, even though technically with addition it won't change the result. So they give us all these problems in words. Operation, is it addition? Is it subtraction? Is it multiplication? Or is it division? That's what goes here. Those are the operations. Reverse the order. That means these are our turnaround words. Oops, around. That says around. A-R-O-U-N-D. And remember, what are our turnaround words?
Less than.
Less and from. Less and from. That's what you're looking for. That will tell you to reverse the order. And then in the expression column is where you write down the algebraic expression. So the first one, we're going to do some of these together. 5 more than a number. Well, do you see the word than here?
Yes.
Even though it is addition in order, doesn't matter according to the commutative property, we would, if we're going to be technical today, we will reverse the order. So what operation is this? More than. Is that addition, subtraction, multiplication? It is addition. It does not specify a variable. What variable would you guys like to use?
C.
C.
W.
So C
For calculus.
plus 5. 5 more than a number. You could use n, you can use x, but most of these will give you a variable. So number 2, the difference of a number and 12. Pick a number. So what is this? Yes? Subtraction. Do you see than or from? No, so you just keep it in that order. So if you want to use n minus 12. Okay, question? But see, now when you get to number 3, it tells you what variable to use. 16, this one's really obvious, divided by a number x. If you don't make up a number, they tell you to use x. So what operation is this? Division. There is no than or from, so no. And you can do it in this order. 16 over x or 16 divided by x. All right. One of these, where is it? Number 13. Now, people were being very good in checking their sheets, and total does mean what will it equal. But a number and 12, a number and 12, and tells you to add. So it's not the total, you're not making them equal each other, you're looking at the word and, which tells you to add. And finally, number 20, half of a number z. How do you find half of anything? What could you do? Divide it by 2. There is actually a second way. So one way, and I'm going to split this box in half. I'll go this way. So you can divide. Of, though, also means to multiply. So you could take a number z, so you could do z divided by 2, or if you wanted to write z over 2 as a fraction. But the other way you can do this is take half of z. You can pick one way. Most of you said divide, but in case somebody thought, well, of is on the sheet for multiplication, then you could do that. Okay? And then do you see page 36, numbers 11 through 21? You can do those right on the back of the sheet. Okay? Are there any questions?
No, ma'am.